She know it's a party in the pool house.
Yeah,
She know it's a party.
she wanna call.
Alright, what's up everybody? This is the Deep End, presented by Pool House Club.
Yo,
Our first guest today, my man Cali.
yo, what's good? It's your boy Cali in the building.
Alright, so first off, man, just tell me a little bit about yourself, bro. You know, where you came from, shit like that.
Well, I'm from Albany, Georgia, so I went to Westover High School. Oh, this sounds stage. Basically, I grew up, around the west part of Albany, and I've always liked music. So I have a background of music in my family and everything like that. I'm pretty chill, so I don't really have that much going on in my life.
So, what really got you into music in the first place?
It was me and my cousin. We were listening to music, and we were listening to Kendrick.
Okay.
And Kendrick had caught my eye the most. So when he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, I used to always listen to that coming back home from school. And my mom was a teacher, so I would always just walk to her school and listen to it on the way back because I was in middle school when he dropped it.
Where'd your mom teach at?
She teached in Camilla, Georgia.
Okay.
She teached as an elementary teacher. No, it wasn't middle school. It was ninth grade. Yeah.
Okay.
So I used to always just listen to it, and me and him used to always just rap a lot and everything. I started right in fifth grade.
Fifth grade?
Yeah, I wrote my first line in fifth grade. Now I did say it on a song in third grade, but it just rhymed. But fifth grade was when I started writing music, and I wrote one line. And then it was just like, well, this sounds good. I really didn't know how to rap at the time, but over time I found out how to actually construct a good song, and then I started getting deeper into it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Where'd you get your name from? Like Cali?
I'm glad you asked that question. It was actually from a female. Me and this friend of mine, not gonna drop any names, but I met her through another friend, and so me and her were like the closest friends through that other friend. And I used to always take karate. So, and I guess her dad was my teacher of karate. So like the friend of her friend was my friend. So we met each other, and then I used to live over in Greenbrier Apartments. So that's where we were we lived over in the same area. So one day I had a name for her, and so she finally came up with a name for me, and she just said, "I'm gonna call you Cali." And most of it is like the first three letters in my first name and the two I's out of my last name. So she just put it together, and of course we had a great fallout, and it didn't work out as far as being friends. But I say instead of like disregarding the name, I'm just keep the name.
Do you have any like songs inspired by that one specific girl?
I have a lot of emotional songs that inspire her. I never really wrote about the situation because it's like, honestly, if I still were able to talk to the girl, I would still be friends with her to this day.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I guess because I moved and just like being distant from her just kind of like caused us to fall out. I don't really have a problem with it. But yeah, I just kept the name because I was going through like a couple of names. I think I went through one name. I used to be a strict Christian rapper because I started out rapping in church.
Yeah,
so
you went to church with our boy Kyle, right?
No, I didn't. I went to church over on the south side of Albany.
Okay.
Yeah, Ebenezer Christian Center. That's my old church. But I used to rap over there, and I used to come up with like Soldier. What was the other name? I had Soldier is one, and it was spelled weird. It was SOUL-JAH. So it was like that, but I didn't like it. Oh, dang, I don't remember. Anyway, the point of the matter is like, I went through a lot of names. So when she finally gave me that name, it was something that stuck and it was catchy. So I said, yeah. I'm gonna keep that. So
what inspired you to change from like Christian rap to like the music you make now?
I didn't really change from it. The only thing that I did was created a more diverse culture for myself because when I used to just strictly do Christian rap, I would have to mask a lot of emotion for it. And when I mask my emotion, it kind of caused me to like say things kind of Will Smithish, if I can say. Like I love Will Smith as an artist and an actor, but like his was more like Kid House Rock or Friendly that.
Yeah.
So I say I can't really express how I really feel and show true emotion if I'm always like sugarcoating one word and trying to find out an alternative way to say this line. So I just said, F it, I'm gonna just be like myself, and so I just kind of just released it. So yeah, I still do gospel music here and there. Though.
Yeah, I think you might send me something.
Yeah,
something maybe.
I did I show you like a gospel listener?
I think you did. I don't think it was like pre-recorded. I think you kind of saying something.
Oh,
maybe, I think you were on the phone with us. Remember that one time we met through FaceTime.
It's very vague. I barely remember what I do yesterday, so I probably have.
So all right. So getting back to like you now as an artist, who are the people you work with directly now, like surf clubs, stuff like that?
I work with a couple of people up in Atlanta as far as my manager, Third L. He dropping his album January the 26th. Make sure you guys go see that on all streaming platforms. But he kind of came to me and said, "Yo, I want to put Surf Club," and I was like, "Okay," like that. So he started his own mini label and everything like that. And I have a couple of friends that I started it with in college.
Okay.
And so my homie Simi and my homie Sanchez were the first two people, and my homie, actually, first three people was Jonah, Simi, and Sanchez.
Yeah.
And then it kind of expanded from them to my boy Trey, who makes beats, my boy Cody, he makes beats, and it was just a collective of people. And I'm also working with my cousin, Ray, who with music as well, so he's going to be affiliated with Surf Club a lot. So.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So, all right. So what are your plans to do like in the future with Surf Club?
I plan on doing a lot, like as far as like I'm very inspired by the Odd Future.
Yeah, that's what.
So I want to do more than just like music. Do like more things as far as comedy goes, and like we're gonna do like YouTube stuff and everything. We're gonna collab with a lot of groups and. Like we're collabing with you guys, Pool House Club.
So
make sure you subscribe to them.
Oh yeah. So while we're on the YouTube subject, not gonna lie, shortly we a while back, a couple minutes ago, we were just looking through some stuff. Yeah. And we found a YouTube channel. So I was just doing some last minute like research. And we saw, I think it was an introduction video. Yeah. You did.
That was very cringy. I hate that video. I still don't know why I didn't change it, but yeah.
So, I just had one major question from that video.
Yeah.
Is the cat okay after you do it?
Me and Heather are not on speaking terms right now.
Is that your cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
The funny thing is, we had to move, so we don't even have Heather no more. So Heather is like with the homeowners association.
Okay.
Two old ladies and their dogs and cats. So she's chilling there until we get her back. Because eventually, I want Heather back. You know what I'm saying? She used to hold the house down when I'd be home alone. So it'd be scary. But
we like that video though, man. Like we like how the direction you're going with it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty cool.
Appreciate it.
It was pretty good.
Appreciate it.
And I noticed you had some other like music videos on there.
Yeah, I did a lot of production with my boy Simi. He's also a videographer outside of being an artist. Yeah. And I'll shout out my homie Amari. He was one of the video editors in my on my YouTube channel. Goodness, it's cold. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I feel you.
But we went to this we went to different places to record and everything, but those were the only two people that I really got a chance to like do things who were actually about what they say they were going to do. I came in contact with a lot of studio engineers and videographers, but they never really followed up with me. But those were the only two, so I stuck with them. So.
So who recorded the last one's music video?
That was my boy Mari. And the funny
That's pretty
thing,
fire.
appreciate it. The funny thing was, it sporadically happened. If that's the right terminology, right? That's the right one. Okay. So the thing was, I said, "Yo, it's a waterfall in Atlanta, actually." And it surprised me. I was like, "It's a waterfall here?" So I said, "Yeah, we're going to there." Funny story, we never found a waterfall, but we found this like open area. So we was like, you know what, we're just gonna use what we got. It was getting dark. I said, yo, we're just gonna shoot what we shoot, and then we're about to leave. And then he got fancy with it and started doing data motion, and we started watching, like, he got inspired by the Lamborghini video from A$AP Rocky.
Okay.
And so he started data motion my video, so I looked at it and I was like, what's going on? It's glitching, and he was like, nah, that's just an edit thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It took me a second. It was that one scene where it was like your face sideways.
Yeah.
You came out of it or something like that.
Yeah. It tripped me out too when I first seen it. I was like, what the heck is going on with my video? He was like, no. It's just data motion, so you good. I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, I really shout out to him though. If anybody that lives in Covington or Conyers, you want to do some work with Amari, make sure you hit him up. If you want to do stuff with Pool House Club in Albany, be about your stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
So all right, so we're speaking of Albany. What do you just like got honest thoughts on just like the production and the quality of like music and artists around this area?
It's very highly slept on.
Okay.
From the people, even from the grimiest of the grimiest parts to the greatest of the greatest parts of Albany, you have a lot of artists that needs to be showcased. You know what I'm saying? In a positive light, because for me, when I was doing music, I really didn't have an outlet. I didn't even have like a resource, so I was using some stuff, some recycled stuff that my mom gave me. Yeah. But even from that, I was still finding my production. So for me finding my production, it was just like, how can I be on a quality level? Because from my mindset, I can't go anywhere else with average stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about Albany artists, and I love about Albany as a culture, because everybody has to come with some quality. If it's not great quality, we're not gonna put it out. That's one thing. That's the one pride about Albany that I respect. So yeah, that the production value down here is very appreciated. Even from my boy Kentrell and the girl Fendi. Yeah, shout out to them.
Would you say who would you technically say is probably doing the most work in Albany right now?
I think we all are. As a collective, I mean, everybody has their own lane, so it's not like anybody's outshining each other. It's just that we have to come together more, you know. I get we're in our own lane. The thing that I think we should do is just like come together a little bit more. Yeah. But everybody's working on Albany's behalf, which is great, because Albany needs to be like shown to people outside of Albany, you know. Yeah, so everybody's working to do their best in order to show what we can offer, because you have people like my boy Tonio. He does great music. Of course, I said before, Kentrell and Fendi, they do a dynamic job with music. Shout out to them. And then you have myself, who just tries to do what he can. So yeah. So you know,
who's like one, I want to say dream artist, but who's like the one person you want to like work with in Albany, like you want to put a song out together?
That's a tough one, because besides my cousin, I already got that one coming in the works. But for real though, that is a great question, because I think the one person that I really wanted to do a song with outside of fam is Kentrell. I met Kentrell in Foot Locker. He used to work there. And so me and him used to chop it up a lot. And I even tried to text him, but he doesn't answer his phone. He's busy.
Yeah.
But I asked him one day, I was like, "Yo, what would it take to like get a feature with you?" And this was before I even knew how to record or do anything like that. So I was really just trying to take that leap of faith of asking him for him to be on the caliber that he's on in living and production wise. He was like, "Yo, just stay grinding and we'll make something happen. It'll all come full circle." Okay. So I said, "Bet." So I just work. I'm still working on my own flow and my grind. So when me and him finally link together and do a song together, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So all right. So we hit Albany local. So what's who do you say is the one dream artist that you want to work with out of everybody?
And you know what? That answer has been changed throughout the history of my career. So before it was Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a hard question. It shouldn't be this complex, but I think the dream one would be Kyle.
Okay.
Because Kyle matches my style, and more so, he just seems like a cool person to work with. Now, outside of Kendrick's side, he's on a whole nother level of So that's gonna come, But if I could just get a verse or a chorus from Kyle, that would make my whole career.
Oh yeah. So you got that one song, and it's kind of like a ex ski mask type of vibe. You know what I'm talking about? Off of SoundCloud.
Oh yeah.
So, speaking of that, did X's death affect you?
Yeah, it did. I'm not even gonna lie. That was, despite of all the allegations that were made by him and everything like that, I didn't really look at that as a person because nobody has like a perfect or flawless life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for him to do some like EDM music and pop culture music, dance hall, even down to the trap and screamo, it was just like the diversity of that person's kind of set his own character, kind of like an anime character at that, because so like he could do anything that he wanted to do.
Yeah, he was very talented.
And with all luck pressed against him, he was kind of like a not a hero. R.I.P. his soul, but he was.
Some people would look at him as a hero.
Well, yeah, okay. Let me run that back. He is a hero because he saved a lot of people's lives through his music.
Yeah.
But he was more so of a vigilante when it comes down to that much, because if you look at Batman and Superman and Spider-Man, they look at them as vigilantes. But his purpose was like, regardless of what he's done, his purpose was positivity and everything like that through all of that. So it was kind of dope. So yeah, it kind of affected me. The reason I did the song like that is because I just wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a metaphorical surfer and an actual one. It's a story for later on. But
I got you.
For the metaphorical side is a surfer is not limited to one wave. He's able to surf any wave from the tallest height to the smallest height. So if they can do that, who's to say I can't do that? So I did it simply for that reason, and I kind of expanded it because I never really rapped that fast before
it's pretty good
on record, but it's pretty dope.
All right, man. So we're getting down to the last couple of weeks of the year.
Yeah.
You got any new music coming out before the year? Or you wait till that ball drop?
When the ball drops, man, that's when it's gonna release. That's when everything is gonna start flourishing. I have one song called Pink Lemonade coming out. That's gonna be the debut single for Surf Club. It's gonna be on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. I think Pandora. All the specs are gonna come out later on. Make sure you go stream that. Which camera's gonna be the main with that one? Make sure you go stream that everywhere as soon as it drops. Pink Lemonade, January 2nd, 2019. That's when the first song is gonna drop. Shout out to my production. What's his name?
Give you shout outs.
J-Bo on the beat. Shout out to Chad. Shout out Sammy for the features, and it's all lit. Third L Music Group, distributors, all that.
You got any New Year's resolutions?
No.
None.
Because it's like the whole. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying people who has it at all. For anybody who's watching this, but I feel like resolutions are only as good as you are. So if you're not strong enough to do the resolution, then there's no need of making one. So I didn't make one. I just started living a lifestyle before the ball drops, so that when I go into the next life, I wouldn't have to focus on, dang, I had a reputation of a resolution, so I'm not going to stay up to it, or people's not going to pay attention to me no more if I do that. So I said, F that. I'm just going to do what I do. So, yeah.
What you got any short-term goals as of right now?
Yes, get my own apartment.
Okay.
Because when I get my own apartment, then I won't have to worry about blowing the house down when making music. So,
yeah.
And man, shout out to my mom. First of all, man, she's been really supportive with my music over time. Because at first it was like, I don't not believe in you, but it's just something that I don't see happening. And then over time, it ended up happening. And so she believes in it more. And people has came over my house day in, day out. When they were going to sleep to go to work, dudes were just coming over to get ready to record. We set up a whole video production studio in there. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, shout out to my mom. Thank you.
So what about like long-term goals?
Long-term goals.
Like where do you see yourself right now in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself about on the same platform as Jake, on that same area, doing shows, doing tours, having my family held down, my friends who were genuine friends, have them on the same road as me, like everybody just being successful, and more so having a relationship, not to offend anybody here, but have a stronger relationship with God than I do now. Because, like I said, like again, I don't want to offend anybody, I don't know what everybody's beliefs is, but yeah, God has been like the one cornerstone of my, or the backbone of my whole, career. Yeah. So I had to keep him close and be a strong man to God regardless of what music I make. So, so I see myself 5 years.
So how do you, when you put your image out there, how do you want people to like perceive your image? Like how do you want people to see you?
As if I was right here with them. I want to be as transparent as possible. You have too many people with an ego. And when you have those egotistic people, it's kind of hard to tell who they are as a person. So I want to let them know that, hey, you can talk to me just like we're talking. And, it's not going to be a nervousness thing. Like when I get famous, it's like I don't want any of my fans to feel like they can't come up and shake my hand, or they can't, I don't know about that, but at the end of the day, it's like, my name is this. I'm like, hey, cool, nice to meet you type deal. So I just want to be like that person that everybody could talk to. I don't want all the problems to be weighed on me. Don't get it twisted, because it's like it's a lot to take on as one person. And I feel like going back to X, I feel like that's a lot of stuff that he was trying to do, carry all the burdens of one person, which he can't. Yeah. So that kind of like twisted into his energy. But I just want to be more transparent for people. I'm pretty much introverted right now, but it's cool.
I feel you. Yeah. Well, that pretty much wraps up all the questions I have for you. So now, I say flip-flop it, and you got any questions for me?
I actually do. What inspired Pool House Club other than the Pool House?
Man, honestly, speaking for my boys back there, honestly, man, we're just trying to do something different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just trying to set ourselves apart from everybody else and just do something we're just really passionate about.
Yeah, because I watched a lot of you guys' things. Like, you guys are not, like, average.
Yeah.
You're not average at all, and neither one of you guys. And I looked at some previous things that Carter and Nick has done, and their production is amazing. Y'all shot videos with people that I was like, dang, they know him like that, and I was like, it was just dope. It was just dope. I said I got to do work with them, and again, God brings things back in full circle. So eventually, here we are now, Surf Club and Pool House Club doing the thing. Another question that I have is, where do you guys see yourselves down the line?
Down the line? Man, honestly, we plan, we love Albany. We want to make most of it what we can. But honestly, man, we really want to get out of here. We want to expand ourselves. Mm-hmm. We want to reach a more national basis. We don't want to sell shirts around Albany, the rest of our lives. Yeah. We got a couple of things going on in Atlanta that we want to move on towards, and just see what type of moves we can make while we're up there, and then eventually making a full move, just Atlanta, maybe in California, you know, somewhere just outside of Albany.
Yeah, I forgot to add that in there too.
I mean,
I plan on being
Albany, you know, it's a good city, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a bad reputation. We're hoping maybe change that while we're here.
Of course.
But you know, it's just we just want to be bigger than what we are.
I feel that. I don't take that from you. That's pretty dope, man. Now Pool House Club as a building, if y'all were to like, are y'all building from ground up or are y'all gonna renovate something and
Oh, in there?
yeah, no, not just here, like when y'all expand, it's just gonna be like a home based location or y'all gonna have multiple like locations, pool house themed or
I mean,
more corporation type or
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how these guys feel, but I mean, the corporation stuff's cool. It seems professional, but you know, we just like the home vibe. You know,
Yeah.
we like just chill, relax, stuff like that. So something more like homey feeling.
Yeah.
We might just trap out an apartment. You know, you never know, but
Hey, you gotta do what you can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's dope. I don't really have that many more questions. Let me think. Do you guys watch a lot of No Jumper?
I'm not gonna lie. I watched a little bit of No Jumper. I think they do. I've watched a lot more recently. You know, since I've just been trying to educate myself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I watch every like No Jumper video. So it was like it was kind of dope when y'all told me what y'all was doing. I was like, man, y'all could really. Okay, I don't know how famous this is gonna get later. So to Adam 22, I'm not dissing you, but Pool House Club is gonna be like the biggest thing. So I just feel it because y'all so like cultural with it. You know?
I feel you.
So you feel me? So yeah, man. And one thing, let's give it up for freaking Carter's editing skills. Like that junk is just amazing, dude. Like,
yeah.
How long did it take you to edit like that, bro? Like I just want to know.
Edit what, man? What video?
Edit like videos, like in general. Like
it depends, dude. I mean, honestly, depends on how hard I want to go. If I want to go hard, it might take a like a week, maybe a couple weeks.
that's crazy. Just most people say months or you feel me? That's crazy.
And you know, if you guys, this might be one of the first couple of videos on the channel. So if you don't know Carter, you definitely get to know him soon. Same with Nick. You know, we got a lot of stuff planned. But got anything else?
Subscribe to Pool House Club right now. We're gonna stop for 5 seconds. Go ahead, pause the video, do what you're doing. Go subscribe and hit that bell for post notifications right now. I gotta check a couple of things.
Alright, so anyways, you know, that's gonna wrap it up for the deep end. Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this interview. It's my man Cali. Yo, hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of him soon in the future. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed.
Pink Lemonade drops January the 2nd, 2019. Make sure you go get that. It's on all streaming platforms soon. Yeah, and that's it.
Alright, that'll wrap it up. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Yeah, man. Boom.
That was clear.